Alright, welcome back everyone. This is going to be a new overlay and a new style for Unstable TV at the moment, as I have finally got the professionalism down pat. We are going to be going into game 1 of a round of 8 for the StarCraft Oz Open, run by StarCraftOz.com and sponsored by SteelSeries. $450 in total. This is going to be the round 8. Both these players have gone through group stages and everything. It's going to be Pinder versus Saint PVT on Scrap Station. Let's get into it. Whereas everyone loads, because we have many spectators this game, as always. I will be throwing up the brackets in between the games to see how we're going, but all these games are best of 3. And let's get into it. Yeah, loading time. Alright, here we go. So we're going to have Pinder spawning as the yellow Protoss at the right-hand side. And we're going to have Saint as the pink Terran on the right. Both these guys pretty solid players. We did see a bit of Saint in the up-and-coming show match about a month or so ago when StarCraft 2 was first released. He did take on Nirvana in that series. He did pretty well. I even believe he took a game off Nirvana, which was really good to see. On the other hand, we have Pinder, who's been around since the early beta. He's been strong pretty much the whole way through. He did get a little bit of inactive come release, because he decided to have a life and go to the snow pretty easily, and a lot. But he is part of Archaic MSI, the esports team, along with KJH and Death. So both those, Death is also in this round of 8, so that team going strong. He also had a couple of show matches on the MLG back in the beta against Huck, so everyone should check those out on YouTube if you feel like watching it. But anyway, getting into it, we got a 9 scout by Pinder. I am going to put my money on he does a 1-gate fast expand, because me and him have been talking quite a bit about this build. It seems very, very solid versus Terran, especially on maps that have long rust distances. It's extremely safe. He's told me many times he hasn't actually found a build that counters it yet, because what happens is it's a 1-gate into, you go 1 gate, you get your Cybercore, you get your Simulator, you get your Cybercore, and you expand as you're making 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry. Once that expansion's down, you chuck down 2 more gateways and a robotics facility. It saves you against 3 racks timing push as long as you build 3 sentries, and it also gets that observer out in case you got fast banshees coming out. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that coming from him. On the other hand, Saint, a very standard player. He doesn't like doing anything tricky, and he loves his M&M balls versus Protoss. We do have a little bit of lag there. I'm not sure what's going on, but we do have the standard opening from Saint here. He is rallied his Marine to the Xel'Naga Tower. Very important to have in this matchup. You can see things coming forever. For any of you who don't know about this map very much, you do have these 2 destructible rocks in the middle here. Now, they do take a while to chew through. They do have 2,000 hit points each, and they have 3 armor, so a Marine does take God knows how long to get through that. But really, you don't see that being knocked down until the later stages of the game, because in the meantime, you have this massive run-by distance all the way along to save that. But we do have a reactor coming down here for Saint. That's going to be interesting. He does have his scout in the middle of Pinder's base running around. The Cybercore just finishing for Pinder now. He's also put in a good placement of these pylons up in the back here, because the short air distance between both bases means you're going to see a lot of drop play. That Zealot just chasing around. Oh, getting a shot off on that SCV. Probably not the thing that Saint wants. And we're getting a Chrono Booster Stalker coming out as well, along with that Cyber Warp Gate research. This is about the time where Pinder just continues to build stuff out of his gateway and expands as soon as he has the money. He does have 34 supply, so we'll probably be putting down a pylon first, just to get that supply going. And we do have a 2 racks factory coming from Saint. So that factory is in a bit of a weird spot. I'm not sure why he's put it all the way back over there. Maybe just to get vision on the entire base, or he could be trying to hide it from any kind of observer or push up the ramp here. He's getting a tech lab on his 2nd barracks here as well. So he's getting a lot of Marines, actually. Quite a few Marines. I have seen this before. Pinder being a little bit aggressive with his Stalker. He's going to be able to pick off that Marine if he gets in there. And here we go. So Pinder's spreading out his units quite nicely, getting a pylon near these rocks to see if they're ever going to be coming down. And here we go. Expansion. You have the money. Not sure what he's doing there. There we go. There's the expansion. So 1-gate expand for Pinder here. He has great pylon placement. And here comes the starport for Saint. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a tech lab jump down on this factory. No? Okay. I'll eat my words. But it looks like we might be seeing a Marine Banshee push. I have seen this quite a bit on the ladder recently, where you get a heap of Marines, and with a couple of Marauders mixed in to deal with the Stalkers, and you get Banshees to deal with that. There we go, there's the Tech Lab on that factory, so we'll be seeing those two swap, 99% sure of that. In the meantime, this expansion is about 50% done for Pinder, and he's got his 2 gateways down, and Robo would be going down as soon as he has the gas, if I remember this build correctly. But in the meantime, he does have good map control. He doesn't have any scouting going on here, but there we go. There's the tech switch for the starport, and we're going to see Banshee. No, he's getting a Raven instead. Interesting. The Raven is very useful versus Protoss, especially with that point defense drone. It actually soaks up all Stalker hits, so Pinder really needs more Zealot heavy force here to be able to deal with that. He does have a couple of sentries, and that robotics bay is about 30% finished, but the expansion is up and running now. Oh no, these probes, hopefully Pinder notices, but those probes are going to go to the wrong base. There we go, good on him. Does notice that. Factory going for a scout here as well. He's going to see these 3 gates and the robotics bay. Depending on how well that Saint has actually researched his opponent. By now, the round of 8, you'd think you'd want to actually get in there and see what kind of build is going on. But here goes. Pinder does see it. He's going to try and take it out as soon as possible to stop the scouting. That's a bit strange by Saint there, running his factory away. I would have thought he'd want to get a good look at the back of the base here, because as we look at Saint's view, he does not see the 2 extra gateways, he does not see the robotics bay. And on the other hand, we have Pinder's view, who really only sees that first barrack, so he's really playing it more proactive here. We've got a second starport coming down now, and there's the Banshee. So we're going to be having that Raven out first to get that enough energy for that point defense drone to deal with the Stalkers. And then with these Banshees coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Cloak as well. But nice placement of that factory there. He is going to be able to see. He is going to be able to see everything here coming around. If we put me on busy. Ding. If we have a quick look at Saint's view, he's going to be able to. Well, he doesn't see as much as I'd like him to. I'd like him to see put that a little bit closer to that ledge to see when the army moves out. But I'd say he's trying to keep that hidden there. In the same time, Pinder is splitting up his forces here at the front and the back of the base to stop any kind of drop play, but it looks like Saint's going to go for it through these destructible rocks here. He wants the quickest possible reinforcement path. His Banshees are out. He's got a bit supply blocked at the moment. Oh, that's not good. He is supply blocked. Do we see... In fact, there goes the supply depot, but he's still supply blocked. Wow, that's a big blunder there by Saint. You probably want to be using that cooldown extra supplies, but no, he uses it on a Muley Step, so he's going to be supply blocked for a little bit. That is going to stop his thing down. And here we go. Pinder noticing that those rocks are going down. The pylon is there. He is going to see what's going on there. So getting a nice, good little surround here. Spreading out from Pinder. Even though he does have that observer see that coming. So he's seen that Saint is backing off. But still, he wants to keep spread out. He wants to get a second observer, maybe, to over to that base to see what's coming. He does have a lot more Banshees coming than I expected. Okay, so Pinder is going to want a lot more Stalkers and Sentries in this mix. But here we go. What do we got? We got just having a quick look around. More units streaming out from Saint. This is going to be a semi-all-in push here. If Pinder can hold this off, he will be in a definite advantage. Oh, that observer being sniped by that Raven. Ravens do have detection, so that is going to hurt Pinder. Bringing all his units back, he needs a lot more Stalkers. There we go. Pinder warping in a lot more Stalkers here. Using his Chrono Boost on that Immortal. He's getting a second observer rallied out. If we have a quick look here, it's 102 supply for Pinder versus 90 of Saint, so that's going to be very, very useful. Nice surround here. He does not have leg speed yet, so as long as he gets that good force field, hopefully he can get force field 1, 2, 3, cut him off. He does have 3 sentries with full energy, so we're going to be seeing some Guardian Shields and force field be popped down pretty much instantly, but no, it looks like Saint is trying to fake Pinder out here. Not going to work because Pinder does have that Zelnaga Tower. Nice game situation awareness from Pinder there. We've got 4 Banshees. That's going to be very, very dangerous. In the meantime, we do have a Twilight Council coming down and a 4th gateway for Pinder, so he's going to be able to try and deal with this with a lot of gateway units. Pinder does see the push coming from the side, and look at that, the instant change around for Pinder, getting a nice surround in the opposite direction, so he's going to be very well prepared for this. In the meantime, Saint expanding. I think he knows that he's not going to be able to deal with this very well, but the longer he waits, the more Stalkers that Pinder is going to have in his army to deal with these Banshees. But looks like Pinder not falling for that trick. A lot of players would chase that backwards, but here we go. Let's have a look at the unit slots tab. We'll bring that up here. We're going to have the push here. It looks like Stim going down. Guardian Shields covering both forces. Nice force fields there by Pinder. His Zealots have just been taken out. The meat shield is gone. The Immortals at the front taking out a lot of damage with so many Stalkers now taking a lot of damage on those Banshees. He's going to be able to take down the Banshees because the point defense drone did run out of energy, but still, I think Pinder's going to have to retreat a little bit here. He does have a lot of units being streamed in from the side of the base. Pinder being forced to pull back with his gateways. He needs to reinforce his army here. There's a lot of Marauders. They do take out Stalkers very, very efficiently. And here we go. Saint pushing up. Oh my god, I don't think Saint realizes that there is an expansion here with 2 more gateways. That's going to hurt him here. Oh, he does not see it. No, he does know it's there. I'm kind of curious why he hasn't hit it yet. He's dropped 2 more point defense drones. I think that was a bit of a mistake there. He has scanned the expansion now. So the Banshee's going to work on this expansion here. But really, Pinder does have those pylons there. He's going to be able to warp in Stalkers. Bringing a lot of his army down, warping in more Stalkers here, trying to get a few hits off. But still, because Pinder does have both bases mining, he is still in the advantage. He has 54 probes to 32. Saints expansion only just going down now. He does not want to engage near these point defense drones at all, because they will soak up so many Stalker hits. In the meantime, we have that Twilight Council, and he's getting leg speed. He's also getting the Templar Archives. Saint needs to capitalize on this timing window he has here before that Storm and leg speed finishes. But here we go. Looks like he's going to try and bait a few of the Stalkers away from the main army at the back here. Pinder warping in more. Here we go. Here's the TIE Templar. And Storm, click Storm. No, it looks like he's going to try and feed back those Banshees. But Saint having none of that, getting out of the way. The leg speed is not done yet. He's so close to finishing. It's about 10 seconds away. Pinder really needs to wait that 10 seconds. But oh my god, they are going to be soaking up a lot of those damages there. Probably not the best point for Pinder to do that, but there we go. Nice, oh, great feedbacks on the Banshees, just dropping them instantly. Because, and a GG from Saint. That was extremely quick. Alright, but those... but that was really, really strong play there by Pinder, just showing that that 1 gauge fast expand is extremely powerful. So,